Hello, this is Smislav the Slayer. I'm going to be doing a live Blitz chess game commentary, and we're going to Queen's Gambit. See if he accepts or declines. He declines. I think I'm going to play this for some reason. Okay. Problem with a6 is that he can defend his the c4 pawn pretty easily. So now I'll go ahead and play e3. That I don't think is too good of a move to play c5 there right off the bat. I'm not sure exactly. Oh yeah, that's right. He's going to get an isolated queen's pawn, and not even in a very favorable position either. So he's going to play, I guess, bishop to c5, and I think I might play bishop takes f6, giving up the bishop pair to win the pawn right away. Though I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I can't play knight takes because then he just plays queen takes. I've learned that one through a couple of games. Rook to c1 might not be. I don't know. Rook to c1, and then he castles, and then I don't want him to consolidate his position like with bishop to e6. So maybe taking the bishop takes and then take the pawn right away. That's a little greedy, I guess you could say. But I don't know. I'll just do it. And then I think queen takes f6, queen takes d5, maybe bishop to e6, then queen to d2, bishop to b4, a3, bishop takes, queen takes, and he'll like isolate my c pawn, and he'll have some nice pretty leading development in the bishop pair. So it's not like I have a real pawn up advantage. It's kind of like he's going to have a decent amount of compensation. But I'm fine with playing with that. I mean, I guess actually I do have, if bishop to e6, I have queen takes b7 now that I look at it a little bit more closely. So maybe he has to just play knight to c6, bishop to c4. I don't know if bishop to c4 works. Knight to d4. Queenside castle. No, queenside castle's no good. Queenside castle. Bishop takes, b takes. Queen takes check. King to b1. Bishop to f5 check. Possibly checkmate. Queenside castle doesn't work. Knight to d4. Knight to c6. Here we go. So now if he wants to isolate my he's going to have to give me back the bishop pair. And my knight, oops, not that one. My knight will be able to, this knight will be in a pretty good spot. I can actually isolate his c-pawn, or get his bishop on not really a great square. Yeah, this works out. Because the bishop doesn't really want to be on d7 now. Actually, I might have to worry about rook to c1 here. Or rook to c8, so if I play bishop to c4, rook to c8, here, check, takes, and then win the pawn back right away. So I'm going to have to go ahead and play rook to c1. But see, now I can still possibly play bishop to c4. I think maybe a3 next, actually. Just clarify this situation. I think he should play rook to c8, or maybe king to e7. Castling I don't think is what he wants to do here. There's not really that many pieces left on the board. Yeah, so he's going to keep his bishop pair, and I'll keep my pawn structure. And I'm going to go ahead and play, just keep on harassing. Probably play bishop to c4 next, and maybe king to e2. Okay, bishop to c4. Now I have knight to e7 check, which is a really nice resource. If he plays, for instance, bishop to c6 or rook to c8. I'm pretty sure king to e2. I'm not too worried. Maybe h3 next, actually, is the way to go. h3. I do also now have rook to e7. So maybe king to e2 first, and not worry too much about this e3 pawn. Though, that's the problem with Okay. Okay. We got to think about some things here. We've got my bishop is undefended. My knight's under attack. Oh, I can just play f3 and then e4. So, yeah, I'll play king to e2. If rook to d8 or something, then rook to d1, just to give the knight some more defense. If bishop to g4 check, that's fine with me actually anyway, because f3, e4. And I'll probably play e4 at some point anyway. He does have f5, but then I'll have a check here. So I'm going to get out of the pin with tempo. And I'm going to go ahead and play knight to c7 to see. Now we're going to go to opposite bishop ending. No, we aren't. Okay. Where do I want to go? I'm going to go to f3. It's kind of wild, but I want my king to be... Oh, I just lost it. No, I didn't lose a knight. I won a pawn. Excellent. King to f3, the problem is it's just out there. But I think I can like sort of parry his little bishop checks. His rooks aren't going to be able to get to me too quickly. And my knight can get to c5 now. Though I would lose a pawn at this stage. f5. So he's gearing up to try to open up this f-file, which makes sense. And I'm going to go ahead and play rook to d1. And I have rook to d7 check. And I don't think I can really do... Okay, and if he plays rook to f to d8, I think I can play knight to c5 without losing a pawn. Though it does kind of mess up my structure. And I also am up a pawn at this stage. Okay, he just lost a piece. No, he's got bishop to d7, unfortunately. I mean rook to f7, sorry. So rook takes a7, rook takes a7, that just doesn't work. So I'm going to have to go ahead and play rook takes f7 check, knight to f7, and I think maybe g4 here. He takes it with check. Oh. Okay. Let me think here a second. I can play e4, takes, knight takes. Yeah, I'm playing e4 here. I don't really like that bishop move on his part. Because now I have my knight is defended much better than what it ought to be. And if rook to f6, I have, I think, king to e3. Basically, the king is a good piece now to be out in the center here. Because, I mean, not great, but there's not enough pieces to really take too much advantage of it. Especially since my pieces are pretty well placed at this point. Fortunately, he actually doesn't have rook to e6. That would be pretty bad if he... Okay, so now he does have rook to e6, doesn't he? It doesn't matter actually that much. I have f3 here. So I don't have to worry too much about a lot of this stuff. Yep. Gonna just go ahead and play here. Go to rook c5. I mean king c5. I'm not sure why. Oh, I should have played rook to there. That's alright. My king's invading. And I have like things like rook to c5. Or rook to c6. Not sure where my king's going, but okay, I'll just trade off bishop or rooks here. And then move my king to c5, bishop to b5. I think, yeah. Okay. Well, I won on time. So, that got a little sloppy at the end, as it always does in these 5-minute blitz games. But, I think, yeah, he actually could have had a much better thing if he had just taken the pawn here and had this pin, the bishop to the rook pin, which is actually pretty difficult. I mean, actually, that might be losing now that I look at it a little more closely. Because the bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes, some move. I guess king to e2 would work. It would make it work though, because then bishop to b3, king to d2, and I'm like just in time. So I guess, and then I'd be what, a pawn up? Yeah, one pawn up. Not a great pawn. So I mean that's a pretty good drawing chances there. Um, Going back further in the game, I think queen e5 check really helped me out a lot here. I missed that at the start, but yeah, his move c5 here just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Is basically what it is. And he could have done some things differently, but and the castling here was no good. Just I guess a series of moves on his part that weren't necessarily ideal, and the mistakes I made he didn't really take advantage of. So it was a nice positional game. Not too much going on. Nothing too extravagant. Just some basic misguided, those not the best moves on his part. So, alright, thanks for watching.